going, folks? My name is Joe. For Doug's group, my name is Joe.
That's Joe, you got it.
So for Joe's group, let's give a big round of applause for Doug, everybody. Doug. He's going to be taking over where, see, I don't really know a lot of information. So he'll be the information and I'm the looks of the tour. No, he's got both. We're not kidding ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't be doing this without a very important person. He's the 8th ranked driver here. There's 9 drivers. Give it up for Bob, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Bob likes long walks on the beach and petting dogs. It's true. True story.
Is that really true, Bob?
It's true.
I like dogs.
Yeah, he likes dogs. It's a true story.
I can't do it.
Okay, not long walks.
I like hot
Short,
dogs.
brief walks to the grocery store.
I like kitty cats.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're thinking, okay, we're still in the parking lot. No. Everything, filming is going on all around us. In fact, if you take a look on the City Walk there, a lot of different things filmed in City Walk. Justin Bieber's music video for Baby was filmed there. Also, you take a look at some of these crisscross stairways. Those crisscross stairways were used in Back to the Future. You guys remember the scene where they're running up and down the stairs in the Enchanted Under the Sea dance? Section right here. Pretty cool. So there's lots of cool little tidbits you want to keep your eyes open for. But before we talk about all those fun facts, we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about some housekeeping things. I don't like calling them rules. I like to live on the edge and not by the rules. So housekeeping things. Take a look at the windows. Very nice. Very spacious. Also very right at your pocket level. So make sure that nothing falls out the side. Cell phones and purses and such. If something does fall out the side, no problem. Don't panic. Immediately tell me or Doug. That way we don't go 100 yards and then have to loop back around. We'll hop back out. We'll make nimble. He is nimble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some housekeeping things. Lanyards. They're your less talking version of your guide. Those will come in handy. Don't lose those. If something does happen to them, let me or Doug know immediately. Also, folks, you got a lot of shaking going on. Try to stay seated at all times. If you do see something that you want to take a picture of, just let us know, and Bob will be happy to slow down so you maybe get a not so blurry photo. Now we'll stop for you and make sure you get a really nice photo because today is your day, and this is the reason, at least in my opinion, why we do the studio tour. We're going to the back lot. That's where we're going to find locations that we filmed movies, TV shows, music videos, everything you could think of we film on the back lot here. Right on the other side of this fence used to be a field or a pitch that was used in Kicking and Screaming starring Will Ferrell. Pretty cool, but now we're expanding into some of our great exciting new features at the park, like Fast and the Furious Supercharged, which you can see over to your right-hand side of the trolley. It's opening tomorrow. Just missed it. No, tentatively 2016. But if you guys come back in 2016 and it's still not open, do not quote me. I said tentatively. Want to cover my bases. Also, folks, we're expanding for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Who's a fan of Harry Potter out there? Everybody's hand should be raised. Who has not seen Harry Potter? Okay, yep, that's right. We'll kick them out. What? No, that can't be true back there. Well, definitely check out those movies. They're wonderful. They're magical.
He's a kid that carries a stick. That's right. Man.
That's right. That's magical experience. Doubt. It's unreal. I love that set. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a little bit about the history as we make our way down into our lot. But before we do, the newest part of our history, take a look at that big structure over there that looks like a big brick building. It's the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's Hogwarts Castle, which is pretty cool. That's where that location will be. Another interesting piece of information, Warner Brothers, the producers of the Harry Potter films, said that they wanted to see the castle from their lot. So that's also one of the reasons why we're placing it in this location right here. Now folks, 100 years ago, a little over 100 years ago, was when a man named Carl Laemmle decided to come over from, well, he originally started in Bavaria, came over to the East Coast, started Nickelodeons over there. It's a primitive movie watching device where you put a nickel in an Odeon and you watch a movie. It's pretty nice, but he decided he wanted to go into the movie business and make bigger films. So the best place to do that is on the West Coast because the sun is always shining. They used to have to film on tops of roofs in San Francisco, in New York to get the better lighting, but out here it's a lot easier. So he came over here and wanted to found his own city strictly based on movie making. Universal City. We have our own working police station, we have our own working post office, our own working nail salon, even our own working gym. And there you are, you can see it over to your right. Take a look, you can see that golf course there. It's a Lakeview golf course. That was brought to us by a guy named Charlie Chaplin. You might be familiar with him. He wanted to golf on that golf course, but back then actors weren't really as respected as they are now. Well, some actors aren't as respected as others, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And the golf course said, no, you actually, sorry Charlie, that's where the phrase came from. Sorry Charlie, you cannot golf there, not allowed. He said, really? Okay, I'm going to buy the golf course. So he bought it right out from under him, fired the guy who said he couldn't golf there. Sorry Charlie, that's where it came from. And then he let all of his actor friends join in the fun. Now, of course, it's used by all the different studios around this area. That's where all the big deals happen. All the big deals go down. Now, I mentioned we're our own working city. Take a look over to your right. It's our own working fire station that is not a set. Let's give a big round of applause for the men and women that protect it. Now, you notice it is Fire Station 51, which is pretty cool. Those aren't actors. Those are real firefighters. Fire Station 51 was named after the fire station from Emergency, a 1970s television series. And anyone watch Chicago Fire right now? You guys might recognize Fire Station 51 is also in Chicago Fire, so we kind of keep up the tradition. Now folks, as we make our way down our timeline, you can see some of our favorite movies that we've made over the past 100 years, but also take a look over to your left. You're going to see Soundstage 12. Take a look.
Hey, Universal Studios VIPs, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. Welcome to the Universal Studios front lot. This is where the majority of filming takes place. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest sound stage on the lot. It's been everything from Dracula's castle to Frankenstein's lab to the visitor center in the movie Jurassic Park. Today's stage 12 is where the strongest vocalists in the country compete on a blockbuster TV show called The Voice. Take a look.
Love it. I love it. Now, folks, as we round the bend, you're going to see sound stages 25, 24, 23, and 22. That's where they film CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. Pretty cool. It starts Ted Danson and Elizabeth Shue. Now, these sets are what we call closed sets, which means very specific cast, crew, and invited guests are allowed inside. Guess what? You're invited guests today. Now, we're not going to go inside of our sound stages for CSI. We have another exciting visit planned. We're going to talk a little bit there. And Doug will take us into the sound stages used for Parenthood, starring Craig T. Nelson. Anyone a fan? Love it. I should not eat as many churros. Sorry about that, folks. All right, now, as we make our way into the lot, you're going to see that we have our own mill for CSI. We're always needing new sets, and so instead of building them off-site, we build them right here on-site, and then we implement them into each week's filming. Also, over to our left, you're going to see some trailers. Those are the trailers for the Stars of the Mindy Project, starring Mindy Kaling, which is pretty cool. That's also where Jack Black's trailer was in The Muppets when he was abducted by those creatures to save the Muppet Theater. Pretty cool. Now, oh, hey, folks, you see that person inside the Backlot Cafe? You guys watch CSI? Yeah. So does he. It's a good show. I'm telling you, I want to keep you on your toes at all times. Now, some of the other TV shows that we filmed in here in these sound stages surrounding us include Bad Judge, starring Kate Walsh. We also have filmed shows here like Coach. We also film a new show. Well, Parenthood's coming into its final season, and a new show called About a Boy, starring Minnie Driver, which is one of my favorite new shows on the lot. There's another little kid called Benjamin Stockham. His name's Marcus on the show, and he's always around the lot. He's always smiling and waving to everybody as we drive by. So keep your eyes peeled. So as we loop around into a parking location, I want to tell you a little bit about before we make our way inside of Soundstage 43. It's really cool inside. There's a lot of neat things that you're going to want to touch. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's because we want to make sure that everything stays exactly where it is to make sure the continuity happens from filming. If they film one scene and they have a glass on one side of the table and then we come in, take a look, then they film another scene later and the glass has moved or disappeared, it would look really weird in the shot. Also, don't lean on any of the walls because a lot of the walls aren't real. They're called wild walls. And Doug might even tell us a little bit about those. I don't want to steal any of your thunder.
it's okay.
He doesn't talk about them. Good. So I'll tell you about them now. Wild walls can be removed anytime we need to create a little bit more space when filming, because sometimes we have as many people as we have now inside of a very small area. How small? Well, follow Doug. He'll show you.